Okay, good morning. It is Friday. It's like 8:55. We are 5 minutes out from our physical therapy appointment for this morning. We only have one appointment today. It's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday, and I'm so excited to catch up with you guys because so much has happened. It feels like so long since I've vlogged in December, and I'm ready to tell you everything. It's been kind of crazy. A lot has happened. I've got a lot of things to tell you, but this appointment comes first, so let's do it. Whoa.
Your tummy is on fire.
You are working so hard. You got it. You got it. Standing strong.
3, 2, 1.
Yay! Look what I have. Are you kidding me? That makes you comfy. Whoa! So, nap time did not go as planned. During PT, she was just so wiped. Like, she was giving me intense eye contact for like the last half. And I just knew like she's tired, she wants a snack. She had a really rough day yesterday, and that's a whole story in itself, but it's a long story. So it kind of carried over in today, and then she took a really short nap, unfortunately, and because she's so tired, she was crying and did not go as planned at all. I had like my whole nap time plan, and obviously that's not going to happen. And obviously I have a little co-host with me for this little life update. Life is a mess. Life's not a mess. Life is good, but it's been feeling messy lately. Like since the last video I put out, that Q&A, it's just been one thing after another, really. Starting at Christmas, actually, like y'all know how much I love Christmas. My Christmas was crazy. Wasn't that crazy? So Christmas Eve, we traveled from Fort Worth back to Houston, and I felt really off that whole day. And then Christmas Eve night, I started throwing up like crazy, and it went all night long. It was a nightmare. Like honestly, never been so sick. And I have no idea how I got it. I was thinking it was food poisoning because no one else got sick. I don't know how I pulled off Christmas. I was hanging on by a thread that day and really for the following week. And I remember like I was taking a shower once we got back home because we stayed at my parents' for a couple of days. And I was like, I'm so glad that was food poisoning. I'm so glad Lucy isn't going to get this because I just know she would end up in the ER because that was so bad. And then of course, the next day, it hits Lucy. And then Lucy gets it. And just like I predicted, she ended up in the ER twice. And it was just so bad and so scary. And, you know, stuff that hits me and only lasts for, you know, this many hours is going to hit her, and it's going to last way longer, and it's going to hit her way harder. And, you know, she's going to end up in the ER. So we got her better. And then like we had one day where I was like, all right, we're coming back. Yeah. And then we got like a really bad cold. Me and Lucy were both super, super sick, and we could not kick it for the longest time. Then, were y'all ready for this ridiculous life update? Then we were all set to go out of town with Grant because he was working out of town for a week. He's done it in the past, and obviously it's rough. Like obviously, you know, one parent's here taking on all the responsibility. He's there, he's working. There's no way he can help with any situation that happens. And like, one of the last times that we did it, Lucy ended up getting sick, and it was just really hard. So we were like, let's all just go. Like, we'll tag along with you. It'll be great. And we were all set to do that. And 2 days before the trip, we got an email late in the evening on a Thursday, and was like, I'm so looking forward to our intensive next week, da 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 da. And we had completely forgotten that we took a last minute spot for an intensive, a DMI intensive for that week. We didn't put it on the calendar. That sounds crazy. Well, it is crazy, but sometimes when people pull out of an intensive and there's like a last second spot, there'll be like a mass reach out. And if you don't respond within like the same second, you won't be able to get the intensive spot. So we took that spot, and it was late at night. I totally remember now. It was late at night and we ended up not putting it on the calendar, and that was months and months and months ago. So a forgotten intensive pops up. So big change of plans, and Grant went out of town and worked, and we ended up staying at my parents because the intensive location was much closer to them than us. It's been complicated. That was last week. The intensive was amazing. Like, great news. The intensive was amazing. Lucy got stronger in so many different areas. The exercises were awesome. She was doing 2 hours a day for 5 days straight. It was a lot of work for her, but I'm so glad we did it. And I'm so glad we got that last minute spot, even though we forgot about it. And I am just so blessed that we could stay with my parents, and it was more convenient, and just everything lined up. And I'm so glad we made it happen, and Lucy got to work so hard, and it's just been really good, right? Right? Was it so much fun? She said, Mom, you are crazy. Tell me. Tell me. Want a bonk? Bonk. Luckily, at the end of 2023, I was really focused on goals, and I made a whole list. I've got goals for 2024. I want to tell you a few of them. The one I really do want to share is decluttering. I don't know if there's hope for me, but I want to make an effort. I am going to declutter. Like, there's a whole room that I just want to clear out. It's the room that I work out in. There's furniture in there that I'm not really using that someone else might love. I really love it. I don't want to get... I'll show you the problems in that room in just a little bit. But I want to work on that room. I want to work on my pantry. I'll show you my pantry. Like, I want to work on the whole house. One of my other goals is to get into this mom group that I've always wanted to go to, but with my schedule and with Lucy's schedule, I haven't been able to. And like, it's kind of shaky whether I can actually do that. It's complicated, but that is on my list. Also, the last one I'll share is my before 7 a.m. routine. This was on my goal list for 2023 as well, and I definitely made improvements over the year, and I'm really proud of myself, but I want to do even more. Get more of like my self-care stuff done before 7 a.m. because 7 a.m. is like the typical time that I get Lucy up and feed her and give her meds and all of that. Sometimes she wakes up earlier. It's never later. Okay, so part of the plan for nap time was to start decluttering the pantry and show you guys everything. And at least I'm gonna show you. And then hopefully that will keep me accountable with my goals, and I'll be able to show you a lovely after. I mean, it's not gonna be like Instagram, but like, it's gonna be good for me. And that's the goal. Good for me. Why don't you guys tell me in the comments, what are your big goals for the year? Like, the ones that, you know, don't go right out the window like week 1 of the year, because I don't really like to even try to make goals like that, because like, obviously my life, it does not stick to a plan. So I've got to have like long-term goals. Tell me yours. Okay, first I'm going to show you the pantry. It's a lot. There's a lot of space in here, which I'm super grateful for. I love this pantry, but needs improvement, you know, obviously. Okay, now in here is the closet I was telling you about. It doesn't have doors. Remember how I was talking about like stuff in my house that doesn't make sense? There's no doors on this closet. I really want doors for this closet, but I also want to completely clear it out. I've already started working on the craft stuff over here. I've got these boxes. I've got a ton of YouTube like camera stuff. This is not gonna happen in this vlog, but it needs to happen in 2024. Okay, so I got to set back up in the living room so Lucy can play with her toys and I can chat with you a little bit more. Let me explain my background. So these are all my outside plants, like all my wedding cactus, like from my wedding rehearsal night. We had these little tiny cactuses if you weren't with me at that time, and now they are like huge and amazing, and I'm so happy. I've had them for so many years, and I want to keep them safe if at all possible. And there was a freeze here in Texas and everyone was freaking out, rightfully so. There was a lot of ice on the roads. There was like 600 accidents in one night in Houston. Actually, Grant was driving home like on the worst day. It was really, really scary. Anyway, Grant helped me by bringing in all our outside plants, and they're in the living room. I actually forgot to tell you about like basically one of the biggest things that happened outside of me and Lucy being sick, or Lucy being sick. Luna mysteriously got this little bump on her eyelid, her lower eyelid, right before Christmas. And I actually shared a picture on Instagram because I didn't know what it was. And we took her to the vet, and she was kind of like, could be this, could be that. Gave us some meds, said to watch it, I also on Instagram, a lot of people were like, this is no big deal, and told me their stories about their dogs and all the different ways it resolved itself. And then after Christmas, it had like doubled in size. It grew very quickly. And so obviously very, very concerned. Took her back to the vet. They said she needed to have surgery. Does not feel good to have your dog needing surgery for this like thing that's a mystery. And they had to like send it off to test it and all that. Anyway, she had surgery like 2 weeks ago at this point, maybe a week and a half ago, and she is doing so much better. I was just so sad seeing her right after surgery being so out of it, and it was obviously painful for her, so that was just rough. Luna, come over here. Let's show him your eye, how it's doing so much better. Yeah, I feel like y'all might not even be able to tell. It was this right eye over here. She might not like this light that's on my camera. It's looking so much better. You can tell that something happened, but I'm so glad the testing came back that it was just like nothing. It was not cancer or anything like that, which I'm so grateful for. And she bounced back really, really well from her surgery. It was rough because she didn't want to keep the cone on and blah, blah, blah. Y'all know dogs don't want to deal with all that. Of course not. But I'm so glad she's doing better. It was just crazy. It grew so fast. I've never seen anything like it. You should see what Lucy's doing right now. Lucy. Okay, hold on. I'm kind of burning up right now. So needless to say, it's been very messy, like literally messy. I know it's gonna get better, but it's just been one thing after another and on top of another. So it's been a lot lately. And that brings me to talk about the sponsor of this portion of the vlog, BetterHelp. One of the best things about therapy for me is that you get to talk to someone that is completely unbiased. They're totally outside of the situation, and they will listen, and they just care about you. And it's hard to find support like that. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. They connect you with licensed therapists that can give you that unbiased outside opinion, outside support. Something I really appreciate about BetterHelp is their huge network of licensed therapists. They have over 30,000 therapists in their network that you can match with. And basically this just means that you have a higher likelihood of matching with a therapist that you click with. And they know how vitally important that connection is. Like if you're not getting along, if it's not feeling like the right fit, it's not going to be a good situation. So that's why they make it super, super easy for you to make a switch if you need to. There's no additional cost or anything like that. Getting started is very straightforward. You just go online, answer some questions, talk about your needs, talk about where you're at, what the situation is, and then you get matched with a licensed therapist. And this whole process usually happens within about 48 hours. So this speed and accessibility is really what sets BetterHelp apart from the other options that you have. And if you've been thinking about therapy, definitely consider BetterHelp. You can go to my link, betterhelp.com/LeighAnnSays, and you can actually get 10% off your first month with my link. And right now, I'm noticing Lucy giving me the eye contact right now. Time to do a bottle. Whoa, that's a lot of colors. Which color? Lucy pick. Purple. Shake, 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 shake. Whoa. Straight line. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, on the paper. Oh, another color, or you like purple again? Red. Yeah, you want to do this hand? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Daddy's gonna love it. Lucy loves it. That's beautiful. Achoo! Achoo! Oh my gosh, it's stuck! I love that smile. Okay, Grant just got home a little bit early, so he's with Lucy, and before I get started with dinner, I have to make at least a little bit of progress on the pantry. I am determined. I was honestly pretty sad that I didn't get to do it during nap time because it's like I had worked it all out in my head, what I wanted to do. Obviously it didn't happen. So I'm gonna work on just like weeding stuff out because I know there's stuff in there that's expired, or I just know we're never gonna use it, or we used it once and I'm not gonna use it again, or whatever. Like, I hate throwing stuff away like this, but I know it will help so much. I know I can at least make a dent. I'm gonna do 30 minutes and I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Garbage.
Getting rid of all the candy?
No, I emptied them out.
Oh.
Okay, look. Oh well. I don't even know if I can lift this. Oh, I put way too much stuff in. It's ripping. It's absolutely full. I got rid of so much stuff we didn't need and was expired, mostly expired. So we have more space, and it's not like organized, but it's much more organized than it was. Feeling good. I made a lot of progress. I did these 4 shelves, and I also cleared out a bunch of stuff from this lower area. I had like a lot of like party supplies and like random stuff that did not need to be in here. I definitely want to continue tomorrow a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to completely get this done, but I know it's going to improve a lot. And that's what it's all about. It's about a step in the right direction. I'm very happy and I'm very hungry. I need to make dinner. Okay, tonight we're having, you cannot see the chicken at all, but it's leftover chicken and kale tacos, sweet potatoes, and some salad. It's like double salad night. You ready? Ready? I'm realizing I did not tell you guys on here we got our wheelchair. It's back here. So cute. So perfect for Lucy. I told you guys on Instagram, but I know I talked to y'all about all the issues we had through that process and how awful it was and how many speed bumps there was and how just like frustrating it was. We finally got it. We triumphed. We did it, y'all. We got Lucy her wheelchair. It is pink. You know, I'm really getting to the point where I feel like we need like an official parking lot in the house because we've got a wheelchair, a stander, we've got a couple other things in the office over here. Like, spots are filling up pretty quick. We are grateful. All of this stuff is good for Lucy, and I can't help it. It makes me think of those moms online that are like, my kids' toys don't go with my aesthetic. It like makes my house look bad, da, 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 da. And they don't want like bright, colorful toys and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, that's an eye roll to begin with, but like, y'all know where I'm going. Anyway, cha 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 cha. Need quarters, don't need dimes to call a friend of mine. Okay, I'm gonna work on this hair a little bit. It is Saturday morning. Lucy's in her stander. I got up early and washed my hair this morning, but I didn't have time to do anything other than just like blow dry it. Lucy also woke up early. She's telling us all about it. While she's in her stander, I'm gonna work on my hair a little bit. Grant is at work this morning, but he's gonna be back later. I don't know. I might need some caption action at this moment because me and Lucy, we're just talking over each other. But I got a new curling iron and I'm gonna try it out with you. Oh no, it turned itself off. So I had a vision and I found this curling iron. It's extra long and it's bigger than any other curling iron I've used before. And I've been trying it out for a while, and I feel like it gives you like waves that look like they've kind of fallen throughout the day. Like I curled my hair this morning and it's kind of like fallen down and it's more relaxed, and I just think it's a really pretty look. So I think I'm liking it. I'm gonna show you what I do with it. Woo! I just burned myself immediately. You know what I've decided? I know it's the trend. I know it's what's cool, but like super loosey-goosey jeans, like these actually aren't even my loosiest goosiest. And I just washed these, so these are like as fitted as they're gonna be. You know how jeans work. I just feel like it's gotta be fitted like at least in the butt area. I'm for a wide leg jean, but like, you know, do you feel me? I mean, I like these jeans, but I put on some other jeans that are a little bit more fitted in the booty and the hips, and I just feel a little cuter, you know? This is the look. It's finished. It takes like 2 seconds. It's like barely a bend. It's not super curled and done. I think it looks really pretty, and for me it looks pretty for a couple of days. Like it looks less and less, but I just think it looks like a lived-in blowout kind of, especially for really long hair. Like if you had shorter hair and you use this curling iron, it would do more. It would make more of an impact, but I think this is really nice. I'll link this curling iron down below. Just one more step. I'm still addicted to this stuff. It's just the best, okay? I think Lucy is ready to get down, so let's go. Ah, boom. Now don't forget to scream. Ah! Yeah, stretchy. 1, 2, 3, and go! Up, 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 up. Come on. Up, 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 up. Yes, ma'am! 1, 2, 3. Good work, good work, good work. And down. Yay! Good job. Hello? What's going on?
It's a mess.
Uh-oh. Dad's a mess. You got it. So strong. Whoa, coming down. Catching Lucy. All right. I know, it's gotten so much better. Uh-oh, Luna's gonna come out. Up, 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 up. We're not rolling out yet. Go, Lucy, go. Go, Lucy, go. Go, Lucy. All done. Show me all done. All done. Back at the pantry, we're gonna get some work done. That nap time was rocky. I'm gonna be honest with you. We had lunch and Grant decided lunch was the perfect time for a come to Jesus moment. We're actually traveling tomorrow, and so we need to pack today too. I have Lucy's clothes together. I got my clothes together during nap time. Grant decided we are only gonna bring one carry-on bag for this trip. It is a short trip, but like
24 hours.
I've never been a person
Exactly 24 hours.
that can consolidate all like the toiletry stuff. Like that's what really takes up a lot of space for me. I'm not like bringing tons of clothes. Like I'm sometimes that person, but like for me, what really holds me back from doing just carry on is like the contact solution and the like all that stuff, you know? Makeup
Wow.
remover. Yeah.
Those.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, he decided lunchtime was the perfect time for a come to Jesus moment, and he was like, this is what we're taking. Figure it out. We're doing it. And apparently he's not budging. I got my outfits figured out. I had already packed Lucy's outfits. We have to do, you know, Lucy packing is like a whole thing, but we're pretty good at it at this point. And then Lucy woke up early, threw up a ton. And so like very derailed, very, very derailed. But all is good now. And Grant's going to help me with that half of the upper portion of the pantry. I feel like I need some input on the Lucy stuff, especially. We need to decide those things together, but we're going to hit it hard. I think we're going to get this done in 30 minutes. Lucy's going to help us.
You said we were going to eat everything.
All the expired stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
He was so disturbed by the amount of stuff I threw away last night. He's like, you're throwing away all the candy? Because I like took all the candy out of the candy bags.
Yeah, let's do it.
You ready? We got to be hardcore. This video is not sponsored by Kate Farms, but we're open to it. This is the product we have most in our house. Kate Farms formula. Okay, this side took no time at all, especially with Grant's help. Look at how much less formula we have. A lot of that formula she can't drink anymore, and it was gonna expire like next month, so we just had to get rid of it. We have so much more space. It feels so good. There does need to be a little bit more organizing. I'm feeling really good about it. It's much less overwhelming to like walk in here and look around, and I love that there's so much less stuff on the countertop. This lower portion is a whole nother story. We have like all of our like small appliances down there that we don't use as much. I had an idea though. I would like to do those little like cabinet curtains. Like instead of cabinet doors, you have the little sliding curtains. I don't know who has those. I don't even know where I've really seen them, but I know they exist. Do you have them? How do you put them in? Could we do it ourselves? Because I would really like to, because one of the problems we have down here is that it gets dusty, and it's like little appliances. You don't want to like wash them every single time you're about to use them. That's kind of annoying. So I think that could help. I mean, doors would help even more, but I think it would be cute to do like a little cute print curtain down here. I would genuinely like to get rid of like half of our stuff, because I don't know. I shouldn't feel like this, but I totally do. When I look at this pantry, I'm like, I'm so grateful for this pantry. This is such a nice pantry. I love all this storage, but I'm like not taking care of it well. And then I feel guilty, and like, it's just not helpful. So I just need to like decrease the inventory. I've been watching a lot of like organization and decluttering videos, so I'm calling it inventory. Basically just means my junk. I need less stuff so it's less overwhelming and easier to fit and like not look overwhelming, because the less you have, the easier it is. So trying to go into this year with that mindset. I've also been inspired by a book I've been listening to, Simplicity Parenting. I'm only partially through it. And like with any kind of like parenting books or like any kind of advice books, you like take what you like, leave the rest. And this is like anything else, but it's just confirming the things that I feel like I already knew about how a good like simple environment and just like a calming family life is really, really good for kids and like good for everybody. So that's definitely urging me in this direction also. So this is a small step, but it was a small step in the right direction. More will happen, but right now I need to focus on like packing Lucy stuff, because that takes a lot of time. And then even more will happen tomorrow, because you can't pack all of the baby stuff at once, unfortunately, but I have her clothes. I hate packing. And then with this new parameter I have on me, but it's a new challenge. I'm taking it on. And I mean, it's not like we're going on vacation. Like we're leaving for 24 hours. It is a trip and not a vacation. Like I feel like we're going out of town a lot, and like Grant's going out of town but it's never a vacation. And then we got a trip like a week later. So my brain is scrambled with everything going on, and then like constantly trying to like pack and meal plan when we're only going to be home for a little bit, and blah, 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 and try to edit videos on top. Can you tell I'm stressed? Like last night after dinner, I didn't vlog at all because we like pretty much had like a family meeting. It was just me and Graham, but like looking at our schedule, we have so much coming up. Like 2024, I really should have led the whole video with this because I just talked about all the things that have been stressing me out, but like this is a really big year for us. Very big things are happening this year. I'm very excited, but coordinating everything around these big events is a challenge, and we're taking it on. We're making it happen. I'm very lucky and very grateful for a husband that will like sit down and like plan with me. It was very, very, very helpful, and it makes me feel much more confident and less stressed going forward, but like there's still a lot going on. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go pack or something. Okay, totally off topic, but last night when I was clearing out the pantry, there was a huge stash of IVF stuff, like some really old meds, some like needles, like a bunch of IVF supplies that like we don't need, nobody needs. And there was this paper in here and I was so confused. I had no memory of doing this. This is a lot of notes. This is a lot of days. It's a heart rate record. I know there was a reason that we did this, but I had completely forgotten. It is so crazy how pregnancy works. Like once you have that baby, you are not thinking about pregnancy, and all the things you were so super focused on, it's just like out the window. It's like new knowledge is needed. I gotta survive in this new stage. Like all of that just goes away, and I completely forgot that every single day, twice a day, around the same time, AM and PM, we were recording her heart rate with the little at-home Doppler thing that I had. It was just funny to me to find this, like this thing we worked on for so long together. All for Lucy. The circle of life, isn't it weird? We have even more plants in here in the laundry room. And look what happened. I like barely brushed it with my leg. There's even more over there. And out they go. Hi. Look at these little shoesies I got Lucy. They will not come off, and they're gonna be toasty warm. My little girl's wearing her slippers out to Papacitos.
It's coming. Good night.
Ready to read them and leave?
That's it.
He said it couldn't be done.
Always ready. I never
He
said.
said I could never do it in a million years.
Literally said this would be
You
the
bet
easiest
me $1
thing.
million
This
I
is gonna be
couldn't do
the
it.
easiest thing in the world if you just put your mind to it and admitted it's possible.
Y'all are just gonna laugh at me because you don't understand what a bad packer I am.
Laugh at her.
It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. He said he was scarred from how much I packed to Disney.
Literal scars from carrying all that stuff.
It was a lot.
On my body.
Lucy had a lot of looks she had to do. So anyway, one packing cube. One toiletry. Like, this is a must. Y'all know. I love this thing so much. It's like a fold out thing. I'm gonna put my makeup in here in the morning and all my toiletry stuff. This bag, all of our stuff is gonna go into this bag. You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
With room to spare.
Perfect.
We're doing all like casual stuff, so there's no like changes of shoes or like extra jackets and stuff like that. So that makes it easy. Baby steps, you know? I'm just a horrible packer. I always overpack.
I knew you could do it. I had faith.
We're packing like some extra stuff for a gift. I went to Trudy's, my favorite place on the planet now, the Hallmark store. Look at me, I'm low maintenance. turning over a new leaf. All right, we're ready to go. It's like 9:30 and I am so tired. We had dessert, I did some stretching, we were watching the reunion episode of Married at First Sight. Like, I've been on and off with that show. Like, I've watched several seasons over the years, but now that it's on Netflix, me and Grant will watch it together. Like, I'm so surprised he wants to watch that show. And some seasons are better than others. It all depends on the people they have and the couples they match. And this season was interesting. They had some like crazy people, weird matches that somehow worked out, and it was definitely very interesting. I was looking forward to this reunion episode. I think they have like multiple reunions, but I'm tired, so we're gonna have to save it. I want to wash my face, go to bed. Tomorrow's an exciting day. Like, I know I said it's a trip, not a vacation and all that, but it's an exciting trip. We've really been looking forward to this, and I'm ready. So it's gonna be an early morning. I need to go to bed. I feel like this vlog overall has just been really messy and did not go as planned at all. So I'm sorry about that, but it's just kind of, it just makes sense with like all the stuff going on, and I've just been so stressed, but we've got a plan. It's all gonna be okay. Like, I hate to complain, but it's just rough when everything feels messy, and this vlog felt really messy. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here so much. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, give it a thumbs up, all those things. It helps the channel. And find me on Instagram too. I'm there more than I'm here, so I'd love to have you both places. I hope I see you next time. Thanks. I love you. Bye.